As we continue to digitize healthcare, protecting patients' electronic health information is more important than ever. But striking the right balance between data security and clinical workflow efficiency is critical to ensuring the delivery of efficient, secure, and high quality care. This is especially important as patient care expands beyond the four walls of the hospital, with new stakeholders contributing to the delivery of care across a more complex technology ecosystem. So, as care providers, we need to trust both the accuracy of patient information as well as the people and technologies involved in the delivery of care across this decentralized environment. Imprivata establishes this trust across an increasingly complex network of people, technology, and information. So we'd like you to join us over the next few minutes, if you will, to experience how Imprivata offers positive identity, ubiquitous access, and multi-factor authentication solutions that help strike the necessary balance between security and clinical workflow efficiency throughout the care process.
Well, first, we have to correctly identify our patient at registration. Now, previously, I'd have to ask my patient questions to be able to match them with their correct record. Roughly 1 in 10 patients were misidentified this way, and that's due to things like language barriers, clerical errors, or insurance card sharing. Now, this kind of patient misidentification, this is a serious patient safety concern. With Imprivata's biometric patient identification solution, I simply confirm my patient's date of birth, scan his palm, and I instantly identify him correctly. Hi, how are you doing today?
Well, not so great.
No, what's wrong?
I actually came in yesterday for some pain. I had a CT scan and it turns out I have kidney stones.
Oh, well, we'll get you fixed up. Come on in. So first, we need to find your record. I'll need to have your date of birth.
January 1st, 1988.
All right. And if you'll place your palm on the scanner. Perfect. Imprivata accurately identifies patients by using biometrics. That creates a one-to-one link between my patient and their medical records across multiple systems. This gives care providers confidence that they are treating the correct patient. All right, just go ahead and take a seat over there, and the doctor will be right with you.
Thank you.
Hi, Ralph. I'm Dr. Ross. I'll be taking care of you today. Imprivata's authentication management solutions give me fast, secure access to patient information by automatically logging me into all of my applications and launching my EHR with the tap of my badge. So I don't need to enter any passwords. Imprivata establishes a trust between my identity, the workstation, and my authorized applications. Well, I see here we diagnosed Ralph with a kidney stone yesterday, and we performed a CT scan, and now he's back with increased pain. I'm sorry to hear about that, Ralph. So I'm going to take a quick look at your CT scan. The nurse will be with you shortly to check your vitals.
Thank you.
Hey, Ralph, how are you doing today?
Well, I've been better.
No? Well, let's get you fixed up. All right. So I've just taken Ralph's vitals using a portable vital signs monitor that's going to send this information directly to his patient record. Now, previously, I needed to manually enter my username and my password to be able to access the device and then send the information to the EHR. That was very inefficient and also frustrating. Now, Imprivata allows me to simply tap my badge and I'm instantly authenticated. Now, this is the same consistent workflow that I have for getting fast access to my workstations. All right, Ralph. So how would you rate your pain level for me today on a scale from 1 to 10?
Actually, I'm about an 8.
Ooh, an 8. All right. Now, Imprivata allows me to log into the same station that the doctor was using. So it's a simple tap of my badge. We call this fast user switching. Now, I don't have to close applications, exit, or relaunch my account manually. All I need to do is simply tap my badge and I'm in. Now, my patient has indicated that his pain is increasingly worse. So I'm going to make note of that in the EHR. Now, with Imprivata's integrated secure messaging platform, I can quickly send a message to Dr. Ross and let him know about the increased pain that Ralph has. So I have a desktop app that I can send this message with that's secure, convenient, and also more context-rich than older ways of communicating. Imprivata establishes trust between myself and Dr. Ross, so it allows us to securely and also conveniently communicate our PHI. All right, so I'll make a note in here with that pain and send that one off to Dr. Ross. So you just hang tight over here, Ralph, and the doctor will be with you in just a little bit.
Thank you.
I've received a message that Ralph's pain is elevated, so I need to review his scans to see if the stone may be obstructing. Now, I can do this from a virtual desktop. Instead of typing a password, Imprivata gives me access simply by tapping my badge as I did. Previously, it would have been difficult to thoroughly review Ralph's test results on the shared workstation without being interrupted by the inactivity timers, which would blur the screen and disrupt my cognitive process. Now, we use Imprivata's proximity-based solution, which uses my mobile phone to determine if I am still at the workstation. And if so, it will remain open and I can continue to review the patient's information without interruption. And once I'm finished, I can respond to Nurse Hathaway to let her know that I'm on my way to help Ralph with his pain. And sending to Nurse Hathaway. Now, when I step away, Imprivata will no longer detect my phone and the workstation will lock, which allows me to remain focused on the patient while also making sure that I don't leave any PHI visible at an unattended workstation.
Well, I've left Ralph's room to make my rounds, but I am concerned about his elevated pain. I've received a response from Dr. Ross that it's going to let me know I can access here on this mobile device, and it lets us know this during our shifts. Now, previously, I needed to manually enter a username and a password to be able to log into the device, and then into each application. Now, that was frustrating, inefficient, and it took time away from my patients. Imprivata's authentication management solution, it now allows me to simply tap my badge, and I'm instantly accessing my mobile device and its applications. It's the same fast, secure process that I trust on my workstations and on my medical devices. Now, Imprivata also is going to allow me to launch these applications without typing in my password, which is very fast and also convenient. Imprivata establishes trust between my identity and the device, as well as the applications that are available to me. Now, I can see here that Dr. Ross is on his way to see Ralph, so I can respond to acknowledge and then let Ralph know that the doctor will be in shortly.
Ralph, Nurse Hathaway let me know your pain's at an 8 out of 10. Sorry to hear about that. But I'm going to prescribe some Percocet to help with your pain, okay? So, as you can see, my virtual session roamed with me to the patient room, allowing me to pick up exactly where I left off. So, I'm now going to prescribe Ralph Percocet for his pain. Now, Imprivata's solution for electronic prescribing of controlled substances, or EPCS, has previously established a trust between my identity and the ability to access the EPCS workflow within our EHR. And it also establishes a trust between my identity and my approved two-factor authentication methods that I've enrolled to sign the EPCS order to complete the prescription signing in a DEA-compliant fashion. Imprivata makes this two-factor authentication process extremely fast and easy by giving me the flexibility, if you will, to use the most convenient authentication options available. Now, this allows me to complete an EPCS order with no disruption to patient care. To sign the order, I'm prompted for my first factor, in this case, a simple fingerprint scan. The second factor is completed automatically through Bluetooth by retrieving and verifying a passcode from my smartphone without requiring me to take my phone out of my pocket. It's that fast and easy. How cool is this? All right, Ralph, your prescription is waiting for you at CVS on Main Street. Good luck with that pain.
That's great. No paper script.
I've left the office for the day, and now that I'm home, I want to log back into the EHR to finish up some of my charts. Now, to increase security, I'm required to enter 2 forms of authentication to access the network. Imprivata makes this fast and easy. After I enter my password, all I have to do is accept a notification that pops up on my phone, and I'm allowed in. Imprivata's multi-factor authentication solutions establish trust by binding my identity to the mobile device and token. And just like that, I can securely access the hospital network. And from here, Imprivata's web SSO allows me to access my email, the EHR, and other applications without entering my username and password. And this gives me the same fast, no-click access that I get when I'm in the hospital, which is very convenient, I might add, and allows me to stay focused on the patient. And when I'm in the EHR, I can sign EPCS orders with the push token, giving me a fast, consistent, two-factor authentication option for all workflows. This presentation has been an example of how Imprivata enables healthcare securely by establishing trust between people, technology, and information throughout the care delivery process. With comprehensive solutions that are purpose-built for healthcare, Imprivata allows care providers to spend more time focusing on their patients and less time dealing with technology. Imprivata's positive identification, ubiquitous access, and multi-factor authentication solutions strike the critical balance between security and efficiency. And this gives valuable time back to your caregivers, improves security, and ensures compliance, the result of which is a better patient experience and higher quality care.
Thank you.